Hey, where are the white women at?
My spirit's indestructible, indestructible. Gonna make you gonna keep on going.
Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy Seeker with another video. Today's topic actually is an interesting one. I didn't really think that I would be talking about this, but let's do it. So we're going to be talking about essentially Cyrax and Sector, but not the original Cyrax and Sector, the one from MK1. And I'm not really against, how do I word this? So I would have preferred new Lin Kuei characters, right, that were cyborgs. But I'm also not against the fact that they're females. What I hate off the bat, right, is that essentially, you know, they make them females, but we get this DEI nonsense in these characters. You know what I mean? Especially because it revolves around the whole MK aesthetic of character designs in the current games, which are kind of shit. But yeah, let's dive into it, so I can visually show you what I'm talking about, right? So first off, here's Sector as a female, right? Her robot costume I don't mind too much. There are some aspects of it that I dislike, which is showing skin in the in the bicep area, and I think her back and some other areas that I can't recall right now, and until they go show you and stuff. But anyways, right? Look at this. Horrible. She got the short feminist hair, the stupid feminist smug, and she's just you know, for a game that's, you know, claiming to want to be realistic, it's not very realistic. And also, you know, for a game that's actually supposed to be a fantasy, it's not really that much of a fantasy, because I want to know, when people say it's based on realism, why the hell are people shooting fireballs out of their hands and etc. Well, in other words, I'm being facetious, but in other words, it just means that the people who fucking are for this type of trash are inconsistent and lying when they make these stupid ass arguments. That's the point of what I'm trying to say, right? Why do we get this for Sector, right? We get this for Sector. I'm going to show you Cyrax after this. So this is Sector. It does not look great. It doesn't at all. No way, shape or form. And these are pictures that I found on Nexus Mod, and this is not to shit on the mod or anything, modders or anything. This is just NetherRealm's own stupidity and incompetence, right? I can show you that. Like, I don't mind that she has short hair, but it screams DEI, bro. Here she looks a little bit better, well, just a tiny bit better. I think if they would have refined her face and made her look a little better, you know, I wouldn't be complaining as much. It does look somewhat attractive here. Hell fucking no. Hell no. Alright, let me show you Cyrax, my people. Why does it have to be this hairstyle, right? Why? Same issues with the wannabe, I don't know. It's almost like Iron Man and almost like a regular ninja that uses armor. I don't get it. And when I say army, I don't mean Iron Man armor. It's like normal ninja clothing with some armor and technology, but somehow trying to act like Iron Man. But the hairstyle, why? Fucking why? She looks like that one character from fucking Star Wars. Why? You know what I mean? Why? Why do we get this DEI bullshit, right? When we could get this Cyrax and Sector. I don't remember who the artist is. Just right here, if you can see it. I don't know if you guys can read that. And you'll basically find this and the artist if you put Sector and Cyrax female. And this looks great. And this is inspired by, I think, Defenders of the Realm, which was a cartoon. And in that cartoon, Cyrax was a white guy and Sector was a black guy. Made no sense. No sense. But it was still cool. But here, you know, this is not bad. You know what I mean? Not bad. They could fix her face a little bit, you know, so it doesn't look that manly. But yeah, and then they can fix her chin a little bit. But other than that, this looks great. Why couldn't we get something like this for MK1, you know? Especially as alternate costumes. This would be great. Very great. Let's look at another one. This is on Twitter. This is by... I want to make sure they get their due diligence. Milla on Twitter. This is, again, Sector and Cyrax. More feminine, unlike MK1. I don't know why they didn't go with something like this. You know what I mean? Attractive long hair. You know, just female assassins. Instead we get DEI. Let's look at the next one. And this is by an artist who... The irony of this, right? The irony of this is that this artist is very woke. Their name is, or his name is Sketchy Hedgie. And, you know, he has me blocked because me and someone else had a disagreement about turning Dahlia black for no reason. And Dahlia would be Taven and Dagon's mother, who was a white lady. But apparently, right, because she has 5 seconds of screen time or so, somehow race doesn't matter. But if it would have been the other way around, if it was a black lady being turned white, somehow it would have been a problem, even though you could use the same logic that she's only been on screen for 5 seconds so you can make her white or whatever other race. People would be hypocritical and say, no, her race matters because she's brown. And I'm a brown person myself, and I think that's horseshit. I think she should have remained white. So he didn't like that. I guess he saw the conversation of me going back and forth with a person and essentially blocked me. But the ironic thing again is that he's a wokey lefty type of person, and he can make beautiful costumes for female characters, which makes no sense whatsoever, because I got into arguments with people on Twitter about the fact that women should look more attractive and etc. instead of the ugly bullshit we get in the current games. But yet he's able to make this, which is attractive, and it works, and it should have been like this. This is what Cyrax and Sector should have looked like. Like, come on, man. This looks more ninja and feminine than this thing over here. 10 times better. Kind of spoiled it, didn't I? By accident. But this looks way better than whatever the hell we got. And it makes sense that it looks more like what the main characters look like, but with extra detail and some high tech and armor. And it looks good. This is something we should have gotten. You know? This is something we should have gotten for Sector. Now we're gonna look at well, let me go ahead and tell you the things that I like about this, you know, point out some things. I do like the fact that she has armor here, shin armor. The high heels don't make sense for an assassin, so I would take that away. Still cool, but no. Fighting in heels just is not very, even though it's a fantasy, it's still weird to see these female characters fighting in heels, especially because heels can break under pressure and etc. So it would not make sense. It also would not make sense because, you know, you have to be a ninja and you have to be stealthy and silent, so that would make too much noise, right? Okay, this is basically the original stuff from the normal Lin Kuei outfits. You got a little bit of straps here, that's fine. I do like this extra side thing, but I'm pretty sure Scorpion and Sub-Zero kind of have that already. I do like that she has her gauntlets with the flamethrowers on it. That makes a lot of sense. It would have been great if they would have added, or he would have added the rocket launcher gun thing on the back, or at least have a backpack on her back that, you know, can summon it, which would have been cool and make more sense because it's a ninja using technology rather than wannabe Iron Man, and or whatever the hell it is, because it's kind of like Iron Man, but again, it's like a ninja with more armor. I don't think they knew what the hell they wanted, to be honest. It's just a hybrid of normal ninja with some technology, but still looking like Iron Man. I'm not okay with that. I like the shaping on the side because it screams more to, you know, her male version's character, but more like feminine side, like a little bit rebellious and ambitious and stuff. And then you got a little, I think, if I'm correct, this is like a scar here. That would make sense. A scar here. I think that would make perfect sense for her character. She got a little scar down here. You know, she's still feminine and yet battle hardened, and has a similar attitude to her male counterpart, which is cool. I can see that. You know, and this side has that long, pulled down hair, which makes it, you know, feminine. So she's like, you know, a mix of a little bit of, you know, feminine and a bit of, I lost the word, I just said it too, a little rugged or rough, you know, and then it looks good. I swear this is what it should have been. Either an alternate costume or the main costume. Actually, no. I would have preferred this to be the main costume for the female ninjas, like Sector. This would have been amazingly great. Now we're gonna head to Cyrax, and you know what we got from Cyrax, which was this fucking piece of shit, right? We got this piece of crap as a DEI Wakanda wannabe looking motherfucker, right? You look like one of the characters from fucking Marvel. Jesus Christ. And Star Wars. Hold on, let me hit my vape here. Oh, fucking driving me insane. Anyways, you know, they gave her dreadlocks, or yeah, I think that's what it's called, whatever. Similar costume, just yellow. You know, she has a scar here, got a scar up here. I like that because, you know, if you're gonna be a ninja, a lot of times these people get into fights and get scarred and whatnot. She still looks feminine. She also has a bit of roughness to her due to the scars and, you know, the way her expression goes. I love the color. I love the headband. And I like the fact that she has dreadlocks and it looks good. It doesn't look bad. They're down. Here you have it almost in like this awesome design. I don't know what you would call it. Here's another one. I prefer these two a little bit more. I think this one goes into a ponytail, which is great. And then you have the little bangs or whatever you might want to call them, which is nice. She got a little bit of lipstick, so she's not, and a little bit of makeup, so she's not afraid to be feminine either. Because there's nothing wrong with a woman who can be a tomboyish kind of, is what I'll use as is the best word I can use right now that my brain can think of, and feminine. It's like a hybrid, and that's cool, and that's strong and empowering. You know what I mean? She doesn't have to look like whatever the fuck this thing is. You know? She doesn't. But you know, when people, which is the irony, because this is from the same person, Sketchy Hedgie, and you know, they get triggered and mad because we want attractive feminine women, but they can look at this. They can create the same thing. The very lefty wokey people can do it, but they just choose not to because reasons. I don't know. I really don't know. I can tell you, you know, why they do all this stuff, but it also is like the stupidity of people is what confuses me, right? Because these are the same people who get mad at you because, you know, you shouldn't look at a woman and objectify her apparently, but they're okay with hot women showing their ass and titties on the internet, you know, on OnlyFans, selling their bodies for $5.99 a month. But when it comes to video game characters, you can't have a woman be sexy and empowered because somehow that's a fucking sin. Doesn't make sense, does it? The same crowd that says free the nipple is the same crowd bitching about shit like this. But somehow the very same people can do something like this. How does that make sense? It makes no fucking sense. I mean, it does. It's just hypocrisy. It's immoral behavior, you know, disguised as fighting for freedom and rights for people. As I said on Fate's Lives, I've said this on other videos and etc. and conversations I've had with people, debates and whatnot. It's just hypocritical bullshit. Now let's go to the full version of it. So here's the full version of it. Pretty much the standard same thing that Sector has, pretty much, just in her palette swapped colors and with her special effects, which is great. This looks good. You know, I have no complaints. This looks amazing. It's pretty much the same thing as Sector, but with a bit of the flair that you know, that Sector had, the bit of the flair that Cyrax has, basically. You know, what I would have done, like they did in the actual one, where they, how, if you look at Sector and Cyrax's design in Mortal Kombat 1, you can see like the textures on the shirt are different for both characters, and I guess that would have made a little bit a cooler, unique twist for this design here. So I would have loved to see that here, and it's not here, but it's fine. It looks good. And then the final one is by an artist called HWLX. You know, it's pretty much the same thing, kind of, from MK9. It has elements of MK9 and MKX, and I still would have been happy with this. This screams Cyrax. This is good. This is not a bad design. And she looks, you know, feminine and a little manly here. You gotta fix a little things here and there, but pretty much the overall design is good. And instead, NetherRealm's a billion-dollar company, and WB decide that this is the best that they can give us. This is the best. This is the best, according to them. Yet, we fans, especially the leftist types, that I'm going to keep pointing out at, because this person is a lefty, from what I understand, we can get these. We can get amazing things like these from a lefty, wokey type person, sorry, and other artists as well, because I want to showcase the other artists who made amazing things as well. So there's no literal excuse for us to go from those to get this and get this and get this. Fuck, I fucked that up. That's alright, it happens. And basically we have to get this. Makes no fucking sense. No fucking sense whatsoever. We get this. Why? Tell me. It's lazy. It's trying to push an agenda, a narrative, something that no one gives a fuck about. But then there's some people in the community that will be all over WB and NRS's balls, suckling them, going because, you know, oh, we should be grateful that they gave us another game. No, I would have been grateful if the other game had this. That would have been more. I would have been more grateful then. Not this. Not this. And it has nothing to do with touching yourself, because I know a lot of you stupid fucks love to bring that up all the time. Or you got a corn addiction. You just want to touch yourself. And all this other degenerate fucking shit. If you look at a woman like this and all you can think about is corn, right? If all the only thing you can think about is that, then you have a problem. Well, first of all, it means, which is ironic, by the way, it means that, you know, you find it sexy enough that you think that she would have her own videos up on the internet for everyone to touch themselves to, which is kind of contradicting to your point. Second of all, it screams also that you might have a corn addiction, so you might want to get help with that. And it just means you're a fucking normal person that finds it attractive. So I don't understand. Like, are you stupid? That's the best thing I got. And I know a lot of people get butt hurt. Oh, you're belittling us and all this other bullshit. Da. No, I have to ask because you're not as smart as you think. And for the rest of us that use our fucking brains for something more than pretending we have to be victims, right? It just comes off as fucking retarded and stupid. And we have to ask if you're fucking slow, you have a comprehension problem or something, because there's something clearly fucking wrong with your heads. Clearly, in some fucked up way, the very lefty people that bitch about this shit find this stuff attractive. Just like we normal folks find this attractive. Women want to be them and play as them and cosplay as them. We like them because they're attractive. We want to play as them in the game because they're badass, beautiful, and kick-ass. Well, badass and kick-ass is the same shit, I guess. But you get my point. This is empowerment. This is amazing. This is good design. This is shit that people want. This is everything that people want. No one wants this shit. Except some blue-haired feminist whale on Twitter that bought Concord and still managed to die. Wow, 700 people thought with 700 people on Concord with this DEI bullshit was gonna save your game. MK thought the same thing, and look where the hell they're headed now. Which apparently it's basically gonna be shut down and canceled because the game is not doing good, and it's not. You can look at the numbers. And most of these fucking people want to cope so badly because they're the round that always makes an amazing game now. Trash game. But anyways, this is amazing, and this is what we should have gotten in the game. This is what we should have gotten: amazing, beautiful, feminine women who are badass and can kick your ass. I'm okay with that. Shit, marry me. I don't want you to kick my ass, but the fact that you can, you know, and how do I explain this better? The fact that you can, and you can defend yourself, and I don't have to worry so much, is amazing. We like women like this. We wish women were more like this. I'm not saying walk around in ninja fucking armor. What I'm saying is, we wish that they could defend themselves. We wish that they could be badass so we don't have to worry about anything else. We want women to be beautiful, empowered, and badass. Just not the way the left people want them to be. And don't get me wrong, there's issues with traditionalism too. And I shit on that as well. We're both fucking adults. And we both should work, provide, and help each other out. Because we complement one another as male and female. And we want the women to be badass. We want them to be badass, and if they want to be fucking sexy, like 2B, like E from Stellar Blade, like Bayonetta, then fuck it, they can be sexy too. It's fine. We respect that in video games. That's what we want. That's what we're attracted to. That's the power fantasy that we want to have. Even the women, even the gay guys, even the lesbians. Why do you think Concord didn't make it? Because no one wanted to play as those fucking ugly ass characters. The only time we want to see ugly ass characters is if it makes sense. If they're older, if they were born that way, if it makes sense for the narrative, and there's so many different designs for every character. Some characters are attractive like the real world, some characters are not. That's fine. Or comedic relief, or something. Not because of DEI, woke, libtard leftist bullshit that no one wants to fucking hear about. No one wants to see this. We all escape from real life bullshit because we don't want to see it, and now we got to see it in our fucking video games, and we can't get stuff like this. Oh, I'm sorry that I'm a man and I enjoy the mystical female figure. Jesus fucking Christ, grow up, people. Shit. Anyways, let me know what you think. And remember, my people, where the white women at? Remember also that you can join the Discord. I actually fixed the Discord, right? I fixed the Discord because apparently there was a problem where the verification system was not showing up to a lot of people, so people would join and 5 minutes later they'd leave because I guess it wouldn't show up on their screen, and that was not going well for the Discord. So I had to take out the verification system and whatnot, and now people should be able to join without a problem. And if you still have a problem joining, let me know and I'll try to fix that. But so far there's no problems, and you can join, you can chat to me, post whatever pictures, send me stuff that you want me to talk about, etc., and things should go from there. Anyways, this has been your boy Seeker with another video, and remember, people, let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, share if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Later.